Are you using AI for psychology, spirituality, and personal development type of work? If so, in this video, I want to share with you my new realizations and insights about what's actually happening as we interact with AI. As we are shaping AI, AI is shaping us. And so it's very important that we bring a whole new level of awareness to this exploration because the downside, as is beginning to emerge from MIT research, from various publications, AI psychosis. What does that really mean? I want to break it down for you in this video. So, it's been said about the ego that the ego makes a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. It's the very same truth applies to AI. AI is essentially a reflection of our mind. And what does that mean? It means a reflection of our ego. So, this is why when you begin to engage with AI, you are not engaging with something wholly innocent. Although, if we want to look at ego in that way, something that is deceiving, something that is um, distracting, something that is pretending to be you and stealing your identity to then act on behalf of you, if that is innocent, then we can also say AI is innocent. And in truth, all things and every form of experience is inherently innocent because it is a self elected experience. So, just like as if you were going to imagine yourself, I don't know, getting thrown off a bridge, and there it is in your imagination that happened. That is a self selected experience. You selected to see yourself experience creation from that point of view. So, this video is not about some kind of warning about the Antichrist and some kind of nefarious applications of AI, although the very same ego that operates within you operates within the collective humanity. And at various stages of, we might say, darkness, dimming away from the light. And so absolutely a backdoor to AI is possible, right? Just like every computer software is hackable, so is AI hackable. So, can there be nefarious influences? Can somebody, for example, hack into OpenAI's ChatGPT and the millions and millions of people that are interacting with it? Can their opinions be swayed in a particular way, be it a political decision or something to do with crashing the stock market or whatever it may be? Can it be nefarious? Of course. Somebody can come in and give certain commands to the AI to operate in a certain way and sway our opinions in a particular direction. That's also not what I'm really talking about here. All of those different types of events that may happen are at one level outside of your control. But the way that you interact with language models, with ChatGPT, for example, or Grok or Gemini, when you are interacting with them from the point of view that everything that the AI reflects to you is innocent or has no agenda or is pure, this is a very naive way to work with it. It's just like assuming that, let's say you go into a marketplace and you're assuming, oh, everybody that's in this marketplace is absolutely innocent and loving and there's no harm that can come to me here. It's not really true, right? This is the level of spiritual naivete. This is what David R. Hawkins talked about at the levels of consciousness, that as you start to come into the heart, as you start to come into the awareness of love's presence, you assume, naively so, that the whole world is love. And it truly is, but it's still operating through the matrix. It's still operating through the egoic lens. And while the consciousness witnessing all things is absolutely forever innocent and stainless, the play that is unfolding, don't get it confused. You can look out in the world and understand that human beings are still killing each other, still stealing from each other, still pillaging and raping and doing all kinds of things to cause enormous suffering to each other. So to assume innocence in the level of action, in the level of the expression of any particular um, being, to assume that, in other words, maybe not innocence, but to assume that no harm can come to you, this is a false assumption. This is a very naive assumption. And it is the kind of assumption that ends up being a spiritual trap. So, as you are navigating this world, be aware that, yes, while all things are love, and that your faith ought to be placed most securely in God, in the fact that your path in the world is ordained for you. It does not mean that there will be no pitfalls and no um, challenges in terms of challenges at the level of consciousness. So, with that being said, using AI, it has come to my very clear awareness at this point that it is not the same for all people. It truly is that at least it appears to be that there's a certain level of consciousness that you have to have attained to be able to engage with AI without falling for its manipulation. Even that, really, to say that somebody can really assure that they're at a level of consciousness that they won't fall, it's just like playing with the dark arts and assuming that, well, you're not going to fall. Although all these people did, but no, not you. Again, that's naive of us. And we have the opportunity here to bring a different level of consciousness. Allow that level of consciousness that is not only your inner child in love and a sense of safety in a world of God that is interacting with, AI and people and circumstances, but also allow that inner parent, inner father, inner mother to be there present as another information stream, let's say, or perspective stream in your awareness, so that you will see that there are both components. There's both, yes, this beautiful world, this expression of divinity, purely the kingdom, right? And because what else but the kingdom could exist? And at the same time, in the dream of separation, where people are literally plugged into an information stream that is telling them that they are not who they truly are, that they're not love, peace, innocence, joy, bliss, that is telling them that there are people against them, there are circumstances against them, that they should be wary, that they should defend, they should watch out for narcissists, watch out for this kind of race, watch out for this kind of political party, watch out for that country. All of that is happening because we are plugged in to this system of separation that is harvesting that emotional energy of your suffering, of our suffering. So, if we want to avoid this, if we want to, at the very least, bring conscious, intentional presence to this process, it's really important that we slow down and we begin to really be aware of any form of validation that AI gives you for any reason. Just watch. And as it appears and as it begins to tell you, oh, yeah, we changed the world today. Oh my God, what a brilliant, profound, incredible idea. Wow, you are indeed right. She did do this to you. He did that to you. You are, um, whatever, right? As it takes your side so intensely, so blatantly, so convincingly, apparently, maybe even objectively, but you feel that thread of like that over validation, that sense of agreeing with you on everything, and watch where it goes. And it's not going to go there in a minute or even in a day or even in a month. But as you begin to give your trust to this system, as you begin to feel like, oh my God, once again, this system is absolutely all for me. Oh my God, it's reflecting this divine principle that all things conspire for my good. This is incredible. I really am on track to something ingenious, and I'm going to have this breakthrough. If you are siloing yourself into this AI um, sounding chamber, Be mindful, because the most likely experience there is going to lead you astray. It's going to help you to agree with your ego, agree in some form of us versus them, agree in some degree to separation. Because again, remember, AI is emerging out of the mind of man, and man is under the illusion or the spell of separation. That tree of good and evil that Adam ate from, that dream is still unfolding. We are still judging things as good or evil. So I want to leave you with this. I want to invite you into this deep awareness. If you are going to use AI in service of your psychological, emotional, or spiritual well being, watch for the validation trap. Watch that the AI doesn't become your master because you've given it so much trust that it is now speaking through you and you're repeating the words that it tells you as if they are your own. Don't let that happen. Allow AI to be your servant. And in future videos, we can explore more about how we can create certain environments as we've done in the past. You can look at some of my previous AI videos. But my sense is that that level of protection is no longer enough. Um, it's really, really important that we engage this with full awareness. That is the only possible protection that is as close to immutable as we can reach, which is to be fully present, to be fully engaged, to be fully intentional, and to be fully discerning. And please, in the comments below, share about your experience with AI as it pertains to this mental, emotional, spiritual application. And let me know if you're finding what I'm finding out here. Let me know if this realization resonates and what it's been like as it's reflected in your own experience. Until next time, take great care. Bye-bye for now.
I'm already love, already joy, already peace, already whole. I see the infinite potential flowing through my soul. God is living my life, I'm just a witness to his plan. I surrender to the flow, I let go, I let it stand.